My plan is to hide, to avoid, but if I get busted, if I get captured, I'm not going to do a Rambo, I'm going to do a Gandhi. If I get captured, I'm not going to do a Rambo, I'm going to do a Gandhi. If I get captured, I'm not going to do a Rambo, I'm going to do a Gandhi.
Now, the Department of Justice held a meeting and talked about the dangerous domestic terrorist of Schaeffer Cox and how they awarded Scrocky and Yvonne Lamore and Sandra Klein and Richard Sutherland for doing such a good job in protecting American citizens from dangerous militiamen like Schaeffer Cox. Incredible. Okay, so that's his address right there on the screen. I pray you write him a letter. I want to read a Core Links email that came in this morning. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'll make it, whoops, that's a little bit too big, ain't it? Maybe I can move it over just a bit. Yeah. Okay, oral arguments, August the 16th, the year 2017. Came in today, this morning. Dear everybody, my attorney, Michael Filipovic, has been doing a really, really good job. He has put a ton of time and effort into winning my cases. He's flown out here to see me a few times, and he has listened to what I've told him. He knows I know my case, and he's shown that he's willing to follow up on things when I ask him to. I think he feels like he is not just working for me, but he is working for all Americans who don't want corrupt prosecutions like this one to go unchecked. He didn't give Scrocky or Bottini any slack in the appeal. He called them out on their lies and pointed out all their twisted half-truths. And he is going to call them out on hiding evidence. Remember, Filipovic is the same guy who beat the stuffing out of Scrocky and Bottini in the 4 other polar pin cases that are somewhat related to mine. So if he wins my case, this will be number 5 in a row for him. I just want to send this out to all of you so that you know Filipovic is not giving these prosecutors a pass. So if any of you have any questions or helpful information, please get it to him at 206-553-1100. He specifically asked me to tell He specifically asked me to tell all my supporters to please be very nice and polite if you go to watch oral arguments on August the 16th. Scrocky and the prosecution team are trying to convince the judges that we are a bunch of angry, dangerous criminals who want to start fights. This is not true at all. They are the ones who pay their thugs like Bill Fulton to try to start fights. So we need to show the court that we are decent, likable people. If you go to Anchorage on the 16th, that's your mission. Also, the oral arguments will be live streamed on the internet. I'm sure that the court has a way to know how many people tune in for that. So we should really promote that and try to get thousands of people to watch it. That way they will know this case is not one they can just sweep under the rug. And I'm sure Scrocky will lie on August the 16th to try to save the case. So get the facts in hand and be ready to cut some new YouTube videos to expose Scrocky's deceit as soon as it rolls off his forked tongue. Let's all pray for this to go well. Schaeffer Cox. All right, that was Schaeffer's message to his supporters about his upcoming appeal on August the 16th, which will be live streamed according to the Department of Justice. That's his address. You still have a month to write the judge, and matter of fact, if you go to Year of Jubilee and you click on Cox up here at the top, the address for the judge is right here. Office of the Clerk, James R. Browning Courthouse, U.S. Court of Appeals. You guys see that? And it's in, there's a 3-judge panel, and they're all flying out from San Francisco. So you still have a month to write to the judge, and I pray that you do, to ask that Schaeffer's appeal case be turned over. God bless every one of you. Have a great week. Oh, the last line of peaceful defense between a tyrannical government and the defendant is jury nullification. Educate yourself about jury nullification at fija.org, F-I-J-A.org.